It's a difficult and dangerous trek to meet Herat's most powerful Taliban commander. After a bumpy 2-hour car ride, Al Jazeera producer Kaisa Zimi set out on foot for another hour to find this remote base. He discovered a group of at least 60 well-armed Taliban fighters, proud to show their faces and their weapons. Some are teenagers, others old enough to be enjoying retirement, but all have left their families behind in the fight to force international troops out of Afghanistan.
I will continue jihad against the Americans who have invaded our soil until the last drop of blood remains in my body.
This rugged mountain base was used by some of the same fighters to drive out the Russians. Satellite television dishes are now one of the few luxuries here. The food is mostly dry bread, but complaints are rare.
We're not doing jihad for our stomachs. We are doing jihad for Allah.
The mountains provide enough refuge to allow rifle training. Some need more practice than others, as bullets spray in the direction of Kais and his camera. Their leader is Ghullam Yahya Akbari, a former mayor of Herat who claims he has another 20 bases like this one.
People may wonder why we live up in the mountains. That's because we want to avoid civilian casualties and fight with guerrilla tactics.
Akbari is not interested in peace talks, and he says he'll even turn his guns against Taliban leader Mullah Omar if he negotiates with the Afghan government.
I do not believe that Mullah Omar would do that. But if they sit with the Afghan government and negotiate, then for us they will be like all other members of the government, and we will continue our jihad.
The group also holds 3 young policemen hostage, another sign of Akbari's increase in power since he last met with Al Jazeera.
We met them just over a month ago. On that time, they told us that they will be challenging a state government, but now it seems they are a real threat.
A spokesperson for the NATO-led international forces dismisses suggestions of an increase in Taliban support.
While they were in power, this was the worst administration in the history of this country. So why would the people of Afghanistan want the Taliban back?
NATO supports the push to find a political solution for Afghanistan rather than a military one. But even after 3 decades of war, there's still so many wanting to fight.